What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new Warp Zone cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. The card that is in the exchange looks like it's going to be this Don Ohl, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But overall, a few gold cards, including Manute Bol. Imagine if we got a Manute Bol and Bol Bol duo. That would be fire. And definitely something that I think would be super cool. Bruce Brown, point guard card, a few Sapphires, obviously Emerald-wise, doesn't look that great. Amy, Scoot, Ron Harper, Wilt, Diamond, Dion Waiters, Alex English, Lamont Murray. Pink Diamonds look pretty solid, and then obviously Galaxy Opals, Dark Matters are really good. But let's start with the golds. Charlie Scott up first. 63 ball plays, no defense. On to the next. Manute Bol, 59 3-ball. He is 7'6". I feel like Manute's been 7'7" in the past, right? And so now he's 7'6". I don't know why the downgrade of height, but Manute looks good as far as like a budget big because he's got decent defense at 7'6". I don't necessarily think the card's perfect. Gives you the ability to somewhat shoot the ball. I don't hate Manute. Penny, 73 3-ball, 70 speed, defensively stinks. I mean, he is 6'7", but his stats are absolutely horrible. Sean Bradley up next, 7'6". I mean, he's fine, but Manute Bol's gold card is better than Sean Bradley's. Genuinely. I mean, I'm glad we're getting some bigs on this game for you guys that, can't really, or that might struggle to do other things. You can mash the CPU. Bruce Brown up next, 83 ball, 78 speed, 75 interior, 85 perimeter. Look. I don't want to sit up here and gas Bruce Brown that much. But he's 6'4", got decent height. He's got an 83 ball, 78 speed, good interior, good perimeter. There's just not a lot of flaws in this Bruce Brown card. Bruce Brown based on quick. I think for a budget Emerald point guard, he's fine. Is he perfect? No. But Bruce Brown is a fine card that can play. Danielle Marshall, 82 speed, defensively stinks. And then that's another reason that I kind of like Bruce Brown is because he at least gives you the ability to shoot the ball and has decent defense. Like with Danielle Marshall, he gives you no defense whatsoever. Next up, we do get the Sapphires, Desmond Mason. I feel like Desmond Mason normally doesn't get very good cards. And I don't know why. 74 3-ball, 78 speed, defensively stinks. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Desmond Mason, but that's just the truth. Like defensively, the card just does not look that great, and I wish Desmond Mason was good. I wish the card was a lot better, but this card, he just stinks. Release-wise stinks, defense stinks. He just does nothing well on the court. Danny Ainge, 6'5", 93 ball, 77 speed, defensively okay. I don't hate Danny Ainge. Jordan Nwora base is okay. Now, the reason I don't hate Danny Ainge is he's going to shoot the ball incredibly well. He's 6'5". Sure, I wish his speed was higher. Defensively, he's at least going to hold it down. If you are running Danny Ainge, let's say in salary cap, he can at least hold it down because, again, he's going to shoot the ball decent. And at the end of the day, I'd rather have somebody that can knock down shots than somebody that does nothing on the court. Charlie Villanueva up next. I feel like Charlie V has had some decent cards in the past. 6'11", small forward, 88 3-ball. Problem is 69 speed, right? That's the big problem that I see with Charlie Villanueva. Obviously, the 88 3-ball, he's got a good release. The Rui Hachimura. I guess here's the thing for Charlie Villanueva that I need to talk about. The Rui Hachimura base in the past, which is what Charlie Villanueva has, was way better than it is now. The Rui Hachimura base now is super slow, when in the past it was one of the best releases in the game. So, for a guy like Charlie Villanueva, that obviously hurts the card because, like I said, in the past, he had one of the best releases in the game, whereas now, that is just simply not the case. Walker Kessler up next, 7 feet tall, comes with the 66 3-ball, 57 speed. Defensive badges are good, defensive stats interior-wise are good, but he's got a 66 3-ball with 57 speed at 7 feet tall. To me, he doesn't look like a great or perfect card. He doesn't look like a card I would even want to pick up for my squad. I mean, even salary cap wise, give me Yusuf Nurkic over Walker Kessler. Now, that's my opinion. I'm not a big Walker Kessler fan. Taj Gibson, small forward card. Interesting. Okay. Can't shoot. 73 speed. Doesn't play a lot of defense. I mean, I'm kind of confused why we're getting a Taj Gibson that can play small forward. But this card stinks, so it doesn't really matter. Taj Gibson based on slow, pretty disgusting. Yikes. Matthew Dellavedova. In the past, he's had pretty slow releases. I can't confirm or deny what his release looks like this year. I've not used Dellavedova at all. But I'm not super optimistic. 6'3", pro dribble style, 88 3 ball, 85 speed, defensively solid. Honestly, stat-wise, Delly's pretty solid. Like I said, decent 3 ball, decent speed, defensively is solid. So it's going to come down to, because if his release was good, I wouldn't say would be perfect, but he would be a budget point guard that you could use, right? He wouldn't be a horrible guy to have to use in, let's say, salary cap modes like that. So I'm not going to hate on Delly now. I'm just saying in the past, this release has been bad. I don't know what this release is like this year. I have not used it, but in the past, it's been bad. Ron Harper up next. Only a 73 ball, 80 speed. Defensively, really stout, really solid. You know, Hall of Fame challenger, Hall of Fame on-ball menace. Comes with 82 interior, 92 perimeter. I wish his speed was higher. That's my one complaint. The 80 speed at this stage for Ron Artest is something that I do wish was higher. But I think the card is solid. Decent steal. Again, 6'6", a good height. Ron Artest is a fine budget point guard for like a salary cap type mode. I do wish his speed was higher. But with the badges he comes with, including that on-ball menace, I think you gotta hype Ron Artest, or not Ron Artest, basically is a point guard Ron Artest, hype Ron Harper up a little bit as a card that can get the job done. Next up, Wilt Chamberlain. 69 speed is the first thing I see for Wilt. Now, why do I look at speed first? Well, I know Wilt's not going to be able to shoot, so the speed is the most important stat. Perimeter stinks. The only thing Wilt has going for him is his player build. That's it. Like, he has a massive player build. Outside of that, for Wilt Chamberlain, it's going to be a struggle. Like, the player build for Wilt, obviously, is very good. It's one of the best in the game always. But outside of that, what is Wilt really giving you? 69 3-ball. That's not really it. Can't shoot. Honestly, his defensive stats are okay. Defensive badges are okay. I'm just saying for myself, when I'm looking at, who is worth picking up, it's definitely not Wilt Chamberlain. This card is a scrub on this game and is not a card I probably would ever look at running. Right? I don't think the card is good whatsoever. Scoot Henderson up next. How about the Portland Trailblazers? Can we talk about them? Haven't they won 6 in a row? All I know is that's not a team I'd want to be playing right now. Portland low-key might make the play-in game. 6'3", 6'7" wingspan, 83 3-ball, 98 speed, defensively not great. Scoot base, I don't know what that's like. Okay, like he's got good speed. He can shoot the ball. I've seen worse point guards. Now, I don't know what the release looks like, but can dunk, can shoot it, can play a little defense. Scoot is not bad. Sign me up for some Scoot Henderson stock, depending on that release. Dion Waiters up next, 86 3-ball, 86 speed. Look at the defense on this Dion Waiters diamond card. And this is the problem. This card cannot play. This defense is absolutely horrible. I remember a few years ago, we got a Dion Waiters card that literally was one of the best point guards in the game. And now we're getting this Dion Waiters card who literally can't play. Oh, how the times have changed. Again, those stats are just horrible. Release-wise, Gabe Vincent base. Come on, man. Come on. I thought after I looked at those defensive stats that he'd come with the souped release. No, normal dribble style. Yikes. Dion Waiters is horrible. Lamont Murray up next. Small forward shooting guard here. 6'7". Comes with 6'8" wingspan. Hot spots from everywhere. 89 3-ball. 86 speed. Good enough interior. Solid perimeter. Badge-wise, set shot specialist. Slippery off-ball. Strong handle. Off-ball pest. Decent 3-ball. Decent driving dunk. I have no flaws stat-wise, badge-wise with Lamont Murray. He is by far and away the most complete card that we've seen so far in this drop. Now, that's so far. Looking at his animations, default swing base. I like that release. I know a lot of people get it, but I like it. Pro dribble style, normal leaner. Not a lot of negative things I can say about Lamont Murray. I really do think the card is pretty solid. Alex English up next, 6'8", 6'11" wingspan. Hot spots from 3 out of 5 places around the arc. 85 3-ball, 93 speed, good interior, good perimeter, good driving dunk, good speed ball bueno. This card does not look stat-wise like a diamond. He looks stat-wise like a pink diamond. This card is going to be extremely good for you guys on the court. Alex English, I feel like, always has some decent cards. Melo base on normal. We'll see what that's like. Obviously, Carmelo's base is on quick. Pro dribble style is okay, normal leaner. I don't mind Alex English, especially for, a diamond card, 6'8". I think he gives you a lot on the floor. floor. Sean Elliott up next, pink diamond, 95 3-ball, 90 speed. Good defensively, good shooting badges, good defensive badges here. I wish his defensive stats were a little better. And maybe you guys are going to say I'm complaining too much. But when I'm looking at it like mid-80s defense with a 75 block, not a great rebounder. He's got a 95 3-ball. That's the best part about the card. Taj Gibson base on normal. Okay, normal leaner. Basic dribble style. Not a lot of negative things that I can say about you, honestly, Sean Elliott. I just wish you were slightly better defensively. Reggie Theus up next. 6'6", 6'11 wingspan, 84 3-ball, 90 speed, good defense all across the board, 85 driving, good playmaking. Now, the one thing about Reggie Theus, Nerlens Noel base, I don't know what that's like. The one thing about Reggie Theus is this. The Kyrie dribble style on the card is nice for a guy like Reggie Theus. I mean, he's got 16 base badges. That hurts. I know he's 6'6". You know, if his price isn't insanely high, sure, do what you got to do, but you're going to have to badge him up. You're going to have to give him on-ball bonus. You're going to have to give him some of those other badges. And I just think, like, from a complete standpoint, Reggie Theus is not it. Latrell Sprewell, 92 3-ball, 92 speed, really good defensively. Only 6'5", but his defensive stats badges are immaculate. Evan Fournier base, meh. Normal leaner pro dribble style. I'm just meh on Latrell Sprewell. Stat-wise, badge-wise, card is really good. John Starks up next. I'm already knowing Starks is good. Starting with his release, has a good release. Pro 2 leaner, or pro dribble style. 6'5" point guard, good defensively, good shooting the ball. Now, yes, playmaking, gonna leave a little bit to be desired. But it's like a, secondary ball into their primary defender. John Starks can get the job done. I definitely like him. Don Ohl up next, gonna be your exchange reward. Default small base, okay. Normally in a pro dribble style, he's not worth anything. Like, I'm sorry. If you're locking in for Don Ohl, I don't know what to tell you. The card is not good enough to lock in for. Bol Bol up next. 7'3", 7'7 wingspan, 86 3-ball, 78 speed. Solid enough defensively. Hall of Fame, high-flying denier, rebound chaser, set shot specialist, 11 Hall of Famers, hot spot from everywhere. Bol Bol might be your best power forward in the game. I'm going to say Bol Bol is your best power forward in the game. You guys can say I'm wrong, say you don't agree with me. That's all fine and dandy, but trust me, I've used Bol Bol enough in past years to be all in on this card. 7'3", gonna knock down shots, plays good defense. Bol Bol is your best power forward on the game. Zach Lavine up next, and yes, I'm gassing Bol Bol, but I don't care. 7'3" is crazy. 6'5" Zach Lavine, 6'8" wingspan. I mean, all around point guard. 4 Hall of Famers in finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensively. 89 perimeter, 95 speed, 94 3-ball, perfect driving dunk. Zach Lavine based on quick is perfect. Zach Lavine dribble style. I mean, come on, man. The best point guard in the game. Is he that much better than the pink diamond? Honestly, no. But he's, the best point guard in the game. Pete Maravich up next. Release-wise stinks. Card stinks. This card sucks. I'm sorry. For Pistol Pete Maravich, this is by far away the worst Galaxy Opal from today's drop. If you get the card, all I can say is I'm sorry. Paul George up next. 96 3-ball, 96 speed, perfect defense, perfect badge-wise. Stat-wise, honestly, is he that much better than the pink diamond? Again, no. Because the pink diamond was so juiced already, it's tough to get that much better. Badge-wise, just slightly better. But, I mean, this card is a beast. And, is he the best small forward in the game? You could argue it. I still think Galaxy Opal Dr. J is. But I'm telling you, Paul George is an absolute stud, an absolute beast on this game. P5, Paolo Banchero up next. I'm really disappointed in how they did this Paolo Banchero card. Defensively, his stats stink for what they should be. And here's what I really want to get into. Compare the stats. Tell me I shouldn't be disappointed. Tell me I shouldn't be disappointed. This card is literally a copy and paste of the diamond. The only thing that's better is badges. And so, like, sure, if you want to upgrade your Bancheros, do what you got to do. But you can probably find a diamond Banchero with 20 Hall of Famers. It's going to be better than this Galaxy Opal Banchero. It's kind of the same thing with Paul George, though. And, they made these pink diamonds so good that it's hard to really improve on them. It genuinely is. So if you have a souped up Paul George, I told you this in last night's video, stick with him. Same thing with Zach Lavine. Like, these pink diamonds are literally just as good as these Galaxy Opals, basically. For Lavine, the only reason he got upgraded is because of that plus 30 post control. These cards aren't actually getting better. The gem tiers are, and that's it. They're not worth their prices, genuinely. Hakeem up last. Hakeem sees a big upgrade over his pink diamond. That's one thing I will say. Is Hakeem better at the 4 than Bol Bol? Yes. Okay, I gas Bol Bol, but realistically, Hakeem with that release on very quick is going to be better than Bol Bol. I do like Bol Bol, though, a lot. but this card is your best 4 in the game. It's not particularly close. But one thing I do want to hit on is, again, these Galaxy Opals are fine, but just get the pink diamond versions of them, and they're going to be just as good as those as those dark matters. So I'm just being honest with you guys. But that's gonna wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.